right, now that we got the website done, what we're going to do now is go back in and edit, and we're going to just make sure that the mobile part of this is also good. So I'm going to switch it over to mobile. Just make sure everything's looking pretty darn good. Looking good, looking good. Oh, hold on. So let's see where that is. I gotta get rid of that. I got rid of it everywhere but here. So let's get rid of that. I'll leave that actually open space. It opens up the website a little bit. Everything else is looking pretty good. This is not the ticket. And then I'm gonna have to change this up right here. So again, I'm gonna go silent so we can do this pretty quickly. Go to the order form, and now we're going to work on the order form. Same thing, going to click in, and again, we're going to focus on switching the colors, the ticket, and so forth and so on, and making sure that the dates are all right. So we're going to go through it. I'm going to go ahead and just work silently and fast forward through it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And here, I'm just going to just copy the title. I'm not going to put order form because I don't want anybody really searching the order form page. I'm just going to put it in here, and then in here again. And then the image is going to be back to the ticket. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And I'm going to copy these last two parts from the previous page. Let me go back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that CSV file. I'm going to make that a global area. So I'm going to go back to the sales page. I'm going to hit edit page. And because if that satisfaction thing is the same, let me go all the way down, grab this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to save it as a template. This is going to be satisfaction guarantee. Okay. Save section. All right. And I'm going to pull in this section too. So I'm going to hit save section. And this is going to be testimonial number 1. Hit save section. And what I'm doing is by allowing it to save the sections, I'm going to be able to pull it into the other page. So let me get back out of here now. And what I'll do is I'm going to come over here, go to the order form, hit edit, edit page, come all the way down over here to the satisfaction one first. I'm actually going to delete these two sections. I'm going to come over here, hit that little green, which is a section area. Go for global sections or my layouts. And I'm first going to do the testimonial. I'm going to drag it over. Boom. It's not coming in with the formatting, but that's okay. The background is what's off. I know it's a darker background. Actually, considering that will work. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Hit the little plus sign. Go back to my layouts and then bring over satisfaction guarantee. And again, things are not coming in to the color, but that's all right. We're just going to add the color here somewhere. I think it's this section needs to be. And the CSV didn't come out right either. It didn't have the red. That's okay. We're just going to go back in. And I think I understand the reason why, but we're just going to roll with it. There we go. Let's take a look at that other page to see what exactly it looks like. So it had the gray all the way to the middle. So for some odd reason that background did not come through. So we're gonna change this up a little bit because there's CSS on the other page that allows it. I'm probably better off just allowing it to go back. Let's go. So actually, this is a really good example of situations where you sometimes need to look at the variations. Yep. And I'm going to restore this version because it did not copy the way I wanted it to. Oh, I went to the wrong version. I'm going to have to stylize it. Again, I'm going to pause and work through it. And there's going to be one special part that I'm going to work with you because it does involve a little bit of CSS. So I'm going to go ahead and pause again. Okay, now we're going to get a little bit into CSS because we want to make sure that this does it. The other thing is the top padding. I'm going to reduce that quite a bit because I want this to be short. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix the CSS here on this page. Now, whenever you have to work with the CSS, because look, the way I know it's CSS, I clicked in here and I try to change the button color and it's not having it. So that means that there's some CSS code controlling this. So I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to the custom CSS. And what I'm looking for is the two-step order form. Basically, let's see, order bump. Oh, it's around this area. There's the order bump. Here's a two-step order form, and here's the border, and here's the border color. I want to use that blue, so I'm going to do, right? And I believe there is a button. I thought I said the button color is going to be red. So here's the button, the form button right here. And I know that that's button because it says forms and dash BTN. And that I'm going to do the red. I'm going to hit yes, save. Awesome. And there you go. There are my borders in between there. And the other thing I want to look at is I think I'm missing some lines. Yeah, there are lines in here. And I want to change this to railway. Going to go back in. I'm doing some minor modifications. And that's the cool thing about it is like once you're done with it, you can go back and you can modify as much as you want. So you don't have to stay committed to just like keeping it the way you want it. You can even go back. I'm probably going to have somebody even look at this again and give me any kind of design tips and just modify a few things based on, people's recommendations. I don't know why that's not. There we go. A little bit of a pain, but it does work out pretty well. Once you have everything going. Just going through and just making sure that everything we have is fitting. And you notice that I am having to go back and doing some bold, but it's kind of the way it is. It just happens. Just got to keep playing with it. And there's probably a much easier way to do this. But because I am not as talented in this department, I wanted to show you from a perspective of somebody who doesn't know design as well. I'm just following the templates and getting them up and going, and hopefully have this whole funnel up in less than an hour, which is the goal of what we're trying to do. I think we got everything here. Okay, now let's grab the testimonial. Again, we're just actually probably going to use mats on here. So let me get back to this area. I'm actually going to do, how did I have it down here? Yeah, I'm going to do, she might do the blue this time around. Yeah, that looks way better. Why did I do that here? Might go back and change that. And then we're just going to grab mats and we're going to do the video. I see some of the formatting went in, but I don't want to work through making that better or whatever else. So all I'm going to do is do it my way. Come over here. I'm going to change this pop-ins, which what it was before. And then I'm going to make that larger. Make that bold. Actually, probably make it even a little bit smaller. So it looks like boom, and coming in here. And you can grab other testimonials. It doesn't matter. I just being a little lazy because I want to get through this. Boom. And then come over here and I'm going to get rid of that picture. I'm going to get rid of this saying. I'm going to add a video. And then just grab that video. Right, so looking good. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do that dark gray. Black, no, dark gray looks better. Work on my CSV again. This is terrifying and yet fun at the same time. So that it was red, I believe. And then, oh, that thing looks so cool. Love that thing. And then I'm going to come over here and just like we did before, start changing all the colors. Now what's cool is, and I didn't notice this before, if you click on the next one, you can just click the colors and then go down. Pretty easy to do. And then there's an italicize here too. So boom. Okay, cool. So now what we're going to do is, and I think that this needs to go white. Awesome. Look at that. All ready to rock and roll. And then what we're going to do is come over here and just grab everything from the bottom part here. Boom. Copy. should be a certain color. Nope. Let's make this blue. Nope. Let's make this white. Nope. Let's make it lighter blue. Beautiful. And then come over here, do the same thing, grab it. Let's see. Your spacing. Cool. And now my order form is done. And remember, we're going to go ahead and hit save. This is going to be away workshop. I'm just going to copy this here, fill in my meta, copy the paste. It's an order form. Don't really want to do anything much to it. Slap my ticket on there. Cool. Come in here, hit save, and we're now going to check mobile. Oh, that's weird. Why did this not go? Strange. This not change? Yeah, didn't change. There we go. So you're going to notice things when you go back. You're like, oh, wait, it should be this and that and so forth. It happens. And just let's go back. And we should have done first is change the typography to Poppins. And then this should have been Huawei. But we didn't get a chance to do that. But now we did. So it automatically should switch everything that's in a headline font. And we're ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. I'm going to go to this. And again, got to replace some things here to make sure they look right. And we're going to work through the same exact thing. So come in here, replace the image. Boom. And just work through it like we were before. All right, we are all set here. And now the last page that we're going to do is the order confirmation page. So same thing, we're going to follow the same guidelines. Go ahead and hit edit. All right, and it's going to be the same exact thing. This time we're going to start right. We're going to come over here to typography. all set here. Now let's go ahead and just check on mobile. A little bit of space there. Go. All right, cool. And again, just same thing with the metadata. We're going to come back over here and we are just going to fill that in. Again, don't want really people searching, so I'm just going to make sure it looks pretty, and that's it. Don't want to do too much to it. And then just Control A, Control C, Control V. There we go. So that is the 3 pages that I'm focusing in on. The privacy policy and the terms and conditions, those are going to be pretty standard and formatted. Again, you're just going to come in here, edit the page, put in your privacy policy, use the same kind of colors and everything else. It's kind of like just one full width section that you can go ahead and add. Again, I'm not going to put too much preference on that because you can just use one that you've already created for your other websites and so forth. But the most important part here is that we've completed our sales page, we completed our order form, and we completed our order confirmation page. And that concludes this part of the video. On the next video, we're going to build out our automations, add our products, and then work on our forms, and then we'll be set to go in there. So hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below and we'll go ahead and answer them. But just to go over a sneak preview of how quickly it is. It took me about an hour and a half in total to get this all going. And again, I had my images already, I had my copy. So probably anywhere from 2 to 3 hours for an entire funnel build out for a funnel workshop. And again, I am not the best designer, so I had to kind of go back and do things, and I didn't have all my shortcuts in order. So if I had that all in order, it'd probably even take me a little bit less time, but not bad considering that this would be something that takes people weeks to do. And I was able to do it in less than an hour and a half today, and a little pre-work, which took me about another hour or so. And that's about it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Follow up on the next part of the mini series, and we'll talk to you soon.